Hey everyone, what's going on? So, thanks to my local cinema, I got an early screener of seeing Monkey Man, which is Dev Patel's feature film debut. He also stars in this movie and also produced by Jordan Peele. Cool thing is, at least with this movie, it was originally supposed to just be streaming only, but it did get a cinema release because Jordan Peele saw the movie and Monkey Paw Productions then kind of signed a deal to kind of produce this, etc. So yeah, basically, without giving you guys spoilers, because this is going to be a spoiler-free review, this is basically John Wick in India. That's kind of all I can tell you guys. Now, in terms of my thoughts, I've literally just got out of the cinema of seeing this movie, and I'm going to say that I had a good time. Do I think that this is an incredible movie and everyone giving this like 4 or 5 stars? No, not personally, but I would say if you like John Wick and if you like Sisu, then you'll probably really enjoy this one. I think Dev Patel definitely steals the show. He is really, really good here. He gives a really good performance, and I've seen many films of his, and I've also seen him back in the day in a TV show called Skins here in the UK. I'm not sure if it went international, probably did, but anyway, he's gone through a big career change since then. I love that they also made a reference to Lion, I believe 2016 movie. Absolutely love that movie that he was in. I like that they made a little reference here, and at the times, this movie is a bit of a mixed bag because the good parts is the choreography is great, the blood, the violence is great, like all that kind of stuff is really cool. There's a couple of like really inventive kills that I really enjoyed, and I wish that we saw more of those inventive kills. And the cinematography in terms of just the beautifulness of like India that it was showcased, although I think this was filmed in Indonesia, I mean, it was still beautiful nonetheless, right? Like, I really, really enjoyed those elements of it. And there is elements here that I think work well, but I think what overshadows this movie sometimes when I mention about the cinematography is there's a lot of blurriness, there's a lot of shaky cam like this, and there's a lot of that in some of the fight scenes and the choreography, which I would have liked less of because at times it felt a little bit jarring. It felt a little bit that they were just, throwing the camera all over the place when they really didn't need to throw it all over the place. They could have just kept it steady like this, have the action and the choreography, which we do get in like a kitchen scene, which I thought was great. I was like, wow, why is the movie not doing more of this? But instead it goes for a lot of shaky cam, which I feel is a missed opportunity because you don't get like the full embrace of the violence and the action that's going on. You don't get that, and that's what you should get in this production. I also feel as if like the backstory as well, there's a lot of flashbacks, expositions kind of scenes. This clocks in about 2 hours and 1 minute. I think this could have benefited from being like 10-15 minutes shorter, get to the backstory a little bit quicker, and ultimately making use of the runtime, getting it more effective, not having that very shaky action. I think this truly could have been like a 4.5 star movie easily, but because of those negatives that I had, I was a little bit torn on this. But yeah, ultimately, Monkey Man, I still enjoyed it. I still had a good time. I still think, if you're a fan of John Wick and all that kind of stuff, it's probably worth checking out. Personally, I would say on a rewatch, maybe I would enjoy it a little bit more now that I have seen it. One thing I will say for you guys, if you're wondering, okay, well, is this like over the top like John Wick? Short answer is no. No. Yes, there is some over the top elements, absolutely. But it's nothing like John Wick where in like the latest one, he falls down like, all them flights of stairs and he's still fine. He falls off roofs and he's absolutely fine. It's nothing like that, so to say. There's elements, yeah, but nothing stupid like that anyway. So yeah, my overall score for Monkey Man would be a 3 out of 5 stars. I still think it's a good movie. I don't think it's absolutely great or it's, the best action movie of the year or anything like that. It literally rips off John Wick in certain scenes, and it even mentions literally John Wick in the movie. So I think at times it knows what it's going for. I wish it kind of embraced that a little bit more, but instead it doesn't, and it kind of loses out on doing that as well. But are you going to check out Monkey Man? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I really appreciate you stopping by and watching this review. Certainly give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. A big shout out to all my awesome Patreons who help to really support the channel. If you want to join Patreon, click the link down below for only £2 per month. Click over here to see more content of mine that you may have missed or you may have never even seen if you're brand new here to the channel. Until next time, I'll see you guys. I'll be seeing you later.